Hello everyone, good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and revise a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise. Okay, and we take and solve so many questions based on that chapter like mean, median and mode. And in previous class we discuss some important question of NCERT based on mean and median, and we also discuss about the mode. Now, dear student, in today's class, we are going to take and revise a very important chapter of your NCERT exercise, which is triangle and its property. Triangle and its property. This is very conceptual and very interesting chapter of your syllabus. So please, dear student, first of all we discuss about what is the concept of triangle, what is the how many types of triangle. Okay, now the types of triangle on the basis of sides and on the basis of angles, and we also discuss about the angle sum property of the triangle and the exterior angle property of the triangle, and we also discuss some other important property of a triangle, and also we take and revise a very important topic of that chapter, which is right angle triangle. And you know that very well ki Pythagoras property related to a right angle triangle, we also discuss that topic also, and we take and solve some important questions based on that topics. Okay, now first of all we discuss about the triangle. Let's see, dear friends, you know that very well ki a region bounded by three line segments. Triangle is what is a triangle, dear students? A region bounded by three line segments is known as what triangle. Let's see, suppose that here, let's see here, A, B, C. Here three line segments are A, B, B, C and C. Okay, dear friends, here a line segment bounded by three line segment is known as a what a triangle. Okay, now, and in any triangle there are three sides, three vertices and three angles are there. Okay, and one of the most important property related to triangle is what ki now we discuss about the types of triangle. Types of triangle. Dear friends, on the basis of its sides there are three types of triangles like equilateral triangle, scalene triangle and isosceles triangle. Okay, on the basis of the sides of the triangle there are three types of triangle. First one is what? Isosceles, equilateral and scalene triangle. Now we discuss one by one. First of all we discuss about the isosceles. Isosceles triangle, okay, scalene triangle and equilateral triangle. Okay, now first of all we discuss about the isosceles. In any triangle, if two of its sides are equal, if any triangle, let's see here ABC is a triangle and in which AB is equal to AC, so in any triangle if there are two sides are equal to each other, then it is said to be what? Isosceles triangle. Now we discuss about the scalene triangle. If in any triangle all of its three sides are different, all three sides of any triangle is different, then it is said to be what a scalene triangle. Okay, now for equilateral triangle, in equilateral triangle all sides are equal to each other, means side AB is equal to side BC is equal to side CA. Okay, if they are friends, so in this way we can say that if all three sides of in any triangle all of its three sides are equal to each other, then it is said to be what? An equilateral triangle. So on the basis of sides there are three types of angles. Now on the basis of angle There are three types of also triangle. First one is what? Acute angle triangle. Acute angle triangle, right angle triangle, and obtuse angle triangle. Okay, on the basis of side there are three types of triangle, and on the basis of angle there are three types of angle is acute angle triangle, right angle triangle, and obtuse angle triangle. Now first of all we discuss about acute angle triangle. Just in any triangle, if one of its angle measures less than 90 degree, it is said to be what? Obtuse. In any triangle, one angle is 90 degrees, it is said to be a right angle triangle. And in any triangle, one of its angle is more than 90 but less than 180 is known as what? Obtuse angle triangle. So in this way, dear friends, we can say that there are six types of triangle. First three sides on the basis of its sides, and other three types on the basis of its angle. Now clear everyone? And also a triangle has three vertices, three sides, and three angles. Now we clear the concept of triangle. Okay, dear students. Now we are going to take and revise. Discuss a very some important properties related to triangle. So first of all, we discuss about the angle sum property of the triangle. Let's see this. Now we are going to discuss about the angle sum properties of the triangle. Now we are going to discuss about the angle sum property of the triangle. Dear student, you know that in any triangle, the sum of its all interior angle is equal to what? 180 degree. Na? The sum of all its interior angle of a triangle is 180. Now we discuss that property, and also we discuss its proof. Let's see, dear students. Suppose that here ABC is a triangle. Okay. Let ABC is a triangle. Let's see. Let ABC is a triangle. Okay, difference. And let angle A is equal to angle 1. This is take angle 1. This is take angle 2, and this is take angle 3. Okay, angle A is equal to 1, angle B is equal to angle 2, and angle C is equal to angle 3. We take as okay. Now what I do? Now different a third line. Now we have to do some construction in that. Now we have to prove the sum of all interior angle of a triangle is what? 180 degree. Now let's see. In proving that result, first of all we draw a line. Let's see. We draw a line PQ. Okay, we draw a line PQ which is parallel to what? Which is parallel to BC. Okay. Now we take this is angle 4. This is angle 5. So we draw a line PQ parallel to what? BC. Okay. Now let's from figure let's see. If PQ parallel to BC and BA as a transversal, I discuss that topic. You clear that concept was clear. Because of if two parallel lines cut by the transversal, then alternate interior angle are equal to each other. Na? You know that very well. So let's see here PQ parallel to BC. So angle 4 must be equal to angle 2. Na? So from figure we draw PQ parallel to BC and BA as a transversal and BA as a transversal. That is when BA is a transversal, then that is angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Okay. Similarly, dear students, PQ parallel to BC and CA as a transversal, then angle 3 is equal to angle 5 also. Okay, because this is also the alternate interior angle. This is what? Because this is the alternate interior angles. Okay, and angle 5 is equal to angle 3. This is also the alternate interior angle. Okay, now let's see, dear students. PAQ is a straight line, and you know that on this straight line, all the sum of all angles is always equal to 180 degree. So let's see. Let from figure PAQ is a straight line, na? That is the sum of all three angles. Let's see. Angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5 is equal to what? 180. Now we put angle 4 is equal to angle 2. Okay. Plus angle 1 right as it is, and we also put angle 5 is equal to angle 3. So here we put angle 3 is equal to 180. That is, we have angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180. Now we take as angle 1 as angle A. So angle A plus angle 2 as we take angle B plus angle C is equal to 180. Okay. Hence proof. Thus, dear students, in this way we prove the result as the sum of all interior angle of a triangle is equal to what? 180. So in this way, dear students, you proved that result. Because okay, and what is the result here? Your result is this: the sum of all interior angle of a triangle is always equal to what? 180 degree. Okay, dear students. Now we are going to take some important question based on that topic. Let's see, dear students. Let's see. Find the question is find the value of x. Find the value of x in the following figure, and the first figure is here A, B, C are there, and is equal to x. And second one is what? This is x, this is 30 degree, and this is 70 degree. Let's see. Here we find the value of x in the following figures. Here there are two triangles are there. This is ABC and ABC also there. Now first of all we take and solve the first part of this question, and in both the questions, dear students, we apply the angle sum property of the triangle. Let's see. So first of all we take the first part of this question. In triangle ABC, we apply the angle sum property of the triangle. We apply the angle sum property of the triangle. That is, what is the property of there? Angle A plus angle B plus angle C must be equal to 180 degrees. Okay. We know that the sum of all interior angle of a triangle is what? 180 degree. So let's see. Now we put angle A as x, this is x, this is x, is equal to 180. So we get as 3x is equal to 180, that is the value of x is, this is 180 upon 3, 3 6 is 18 and 0, that is x is equal to 60 degree. Thus, in this way, in first part of this question, the value of x is what? 60 degree. Now, similarly, dear students, we take and solve the second part of this question. Let's see. In triangle ABC, we also apply the angle sum property of the triangle. Okay, we know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to what? This is 180. Now angle A is what? 70 degree plus angle B is what? 30 degree and angle C is what? X. Okay. Now is equal to what? 180. The sum of all interior angle of a triangle is 180, na? So here we apply that property. Now we add this is 100 plus x is equal to 180, that is x is equal to 180 minus 100, that is the value of x is what? 180 minus 100, that is what? 80 degree. Thus, in this way, the value of x, in this way, the value of x is what? 80 degree. Okay, dear student. So, thus, dear students, in this way, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on the chapter triangle and its property. Okay, dear students. Now, dear students, we are going to take and discuss the next property of that chapter, that is the angle sum exterior angle property. Let's see, dear students. Exterior angle properties of the triangle. What is the concept of exterior angle property? Let's see. Suppose that in any triangle ABC, okay, let's see ABC triangle, and its side BC is produced to D and its side BC produced to D. Then in that condition, the angle ACD, that angle ACD, this is called the exterior angle ACD. Okay, here the angle ACD is the exterior angle ACD. Okay, and one of the most important concepts are there ki the exterior angle of a triangle, the exterior angle of a triangle is always equal to the sum of its two opposite interior angles. Okay, so according to exterior angle property, the exterior angle of a triangle is always equal to the sum of its two opposite interior angles, like that A and B. Now from that property, from figure, angle ACD is always equal to angle A plus angle B. This is the angle exterior angle property of the triangle. Okay, so dear student, please remember that result in your mind always. The exterior angle of a triangle is always equal to the sum of its two opposite interior angles. This is the concept of exterior angle property. Now, dear students, we are going to discuss about some other important property of the triangle. Let's see. The side sum property of the triangle, dear student, in any triangle, this is very important property. In any triangle, the sum of all the sum of all interior angles of our triangle. Okay, just in any triangle, the sum of all interior angles of a triangle. No, this is the angle sum property. Now we discuss about some other important property. In any triangle, in any triangle, the sum of any two sides, the sum of any two sides of a triangle in any triangle, the sum of any two sides of a triangle is always equal. It is always greater than. Okay, in any triangle, the sum of any two sides of a triangle is always greater than its third side. Let's see. Okay, so therefore in this way we can say that in any triangle, the sum of any two sides of a triangle, is always greater than its which side? Its third side. Let's see from here. Suppose that there is ABC is a triangle. Okay, suppose that ABC is a triangle, and according to that property, the sum of any two sides of a triangle means AB plus BC. Okay, the sum of any two sides of the triangle means what? AB plus BC is always greater than its third side, AC. If we take BC plus AC, so BC plus AC is greater than BA. Is always greater than BA. Similarly, if we take CA plus AB, CA plus AB is always greater than BC. Okay, so in this way, this is the very important property of the triangle. Okay, so and based on that property, you can solve so many questions of your NCERT exercise based on that topic. Okay, so it is always remember in your mind is the sum of any two sides, of the triangle is always greater than its third side. So dear friends, using that concept, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise. We also discuss so many times we also discuss the question based on that property so many times. So please remember that property in your mind and solve your NCERT question based on that property. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the next topic, which is last one of that chapter, which is right angle triangle and the Pythagoras property. Let's see. Now we discuss about the right angle triangle and Pythagoras property. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the Pythagoras theorem, right angle triangle and Pythagoras property. Because of Pythagoras property only applicable for a right angle triangle. No any triangle using in only right angle triangle we use the Pythagoras property. Okay dear friends, so please that points remember always in your mind. Now let's see what is the concept of right angle triangle. In start we just discussed about that key a triangle in which one of its angle is equal to 90 degrees. So let's see here, let's see here ABC is a triangle in which angle B is equal to 90 degree. Here angle B is equal to 90 degree in triangle ABC. Thus it is a right angle. So it is a right angle triangle. Okay difference, angle B is equal to 90 degree and in triangle ABC, thus it is a right angle triangle. Now dear friends, in any right angle triangle there are three important sides named as here the side BC is called its base. Okay, this is called its base. This is called AB is called perpendicular. AB is called perpendicular or height, and AC is called hypotenuse. Okay, so there are three important: base, perpendicular, and hypotenuse. So there are three important named side of related to a right angle triangle. This is your base, this is your perpendicular, and this is your hypotenuse. Now what is the concept of Pythagoras property? Dear student, according to Pythagoras property, the square of hypotenuse is always equal to the sum of the square its base and its perpendicular. That is according to Pythagoras property, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the square of sum of the square of its two sides as base and perpendicular. Base square plus perpendicular square. Base square plus perpendicular square. Okay. Now that is according to that figure from figure ABC. From figure ABC, here hypotenuse is what? AC. So AC square is equal to base is what? BC. So here we write BC square, and perpendicular is what? AB. So plus AB square. So this is the concept of Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So Pythagoras property is related to a right angle triangle. Suppose that here we get a base is what? 12 and perpendicular is what? 5 centimeter. Then what is the value of its hypotenuse? You know that. Now here we apply the Pythagoras property in that triangle. Now let's see what is the solution of that question. Here AC is hypotenuse. Here we find. So AC square is equal to, you know that, BC square plus AB square. You know that very well. Now we put the value of BC is what? 12 square. This is 5 square. So AC square is equal to 12 square is 144 plus 5 5 the 25. That is AC square is equal to 169. That is AC is equal to under root 169. And you know that square root of 169 is what? The square root of 169 is what? 13. So 13 centimeter. So in this way the value of its hypotenuse is what? 13 centimeter. Okay. Thus, dear students, using Pythagoras property, okay, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on that chapter. That topic means by the right angle triangle. Thus, dear students, in that class, we discuss all the important topic related to the chapter by the triangle and its property. So first of all, you revise all the topic which we discussed in that class. After that, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise. Now in next class we take and revise some other important chapter of your exercise. Okay dear students, now thanks to all.